Hi, everyone. I'm just chiming in here. I think it's high time for an update. I am about 10 minutes out of Nelson right now, staying with my friend Laura. And yeah, I wanted to give an update because a lot has been happening. I returned to my beloved hometown beginning of March, and I had 2 months in a sublet to find longer term housing and work because to be able to live on my own, which is what I really need in order to do my music and live the life that I am meant to live, I need space. Um, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find that in 2 months, so I was set up to move into a roommate situation, which then fell through. So it's been a very exciting time continually, but there's also been a lot of rooting and grounding and clarity coming through as I continue to travel on my healing journey. Luckily, my friend took me in. There was definitely a moment there of feeling like I just can't go on with short-term housing. It's so hard. It's been 2 years now. I had a nice long stint with my dad for a while, but yeah, it's really, really crazy, and your prayers are welcome. I'm looking for a self-contained suite. Um, yeah, and the really, really good news is that I have the energy and vitality to start doing some part-time work now. And I have gotten a job hired by a private music studio in Nelson to teach piano, which is so great. It feels like such an honor. I'm really looking forward to working with students again and helping musicians to bring out that inner creator, also teaching some voice privately, and yeah, working on my music. I have a lot of desires and goals around that continuously that have been there for a long, long time. So slowly but surely, I'm making my way, and I will continue to put updates here. I'm very grateful to have a roof over my head and to be safe and sound and have food and family in town here. And yeah, I really, really love being here in Nelson area. I definitely feel at home here, and hard as it is to find housing, I'm just continuing to stick with it now and continue forward. In terms of my healing therapies, there basically were three cutting edge therapies that it took 3 decades to discover. I had basically an undiagnosed brain disorder called central sensitivity syndrome, which is also called limbic brain disorder, basically since about 1998, 1999. And by the time we started finding therapies that really started making an impact, not just helping me to maintain, but to actually get to the root cause of the illness. As you know, I had that severe collapse in 2021, and I was homebound for 2 years until 2023. Um, so yeah, we ended up having to find cranial nerve therapy from Lois Laney in Arizona, as well as very cutting edge dental therapy for sleep apnea, which I travel to Kelowna still every 8 weeks to receive. It's been 3 years of going through that, and my mouth is a totally different mouth. It's so expanded. My teeth are in really different positions. The roof of the mouth is really expanded, and we are still leading up to doing the tongue tie release surgery. Plus, about I need like about 10 or 11 crowns now on all the teeth that had to be rebuilt in different positions. So it's been like major, major, major. And then the third one, of course, is the neural retraining, the DNRS, which I've now been also doing. June 1st will be 3 years, so I've logged probably over 1,000 hours of neural retraining, which has allowed me to start sleeping better. All of these things combined have healed and rewired my brain so that I could really have this rebirth, this second chance at life. And I am so grateful, and I've had to work so hard at it. Um, there's been a lot of improvement with the cranial nerves. My tongue is actually moving fully and properly with my swallow now, which makes a huge difference at night because the differentiation in the throat between swallowing fluids and taking in air is a really important cranial nerve functioning that was basically dysfunctioning in me for who knows how long. And then, I was having sleep apnea at night. And then with menopausal changes and COVID isolation and just all these stresses, that functioning in my body got, yeah, very, very impaired. And so nighttime was a nightmare. I wasn't able to sleep for very many hours at a time. And that turned into a full on limbic collapse where I was in panic 24/7. I was scared of sleeping. I was scared of napping. I was scared of going into small rooms by myself. My brain was literally afraid of the motions of my limbs in the field, like if I was doing dishes. So the panic was just so severe on a very, very somatic, physiological level. It's such a big story. It's such a big story. And where I am sitting today, regardless of the fact that I no longer have my long-term relationship, I no longer still have housing, it's a miracle. It is such a miracle. And the ways that you have been part of that in supporting me with money support and with your prayers and with following my journey is so deeply interwoven in my heart. It is such a big part of why I am here, why I continue, why this body gets to continue to journey in this life. And it's so great because there's such a foundation now of music practice, of voice practice, of breath work practice, of neural retraining, of training as a coach, as training in Tantra that I am holding. And it's such a powerful medicine basket where I can really, really start to give back, start giving back. So I will not be directly asking for funds on this GoFundMe campaign at this point anymore, but you're welcome to follow me over on my other crowdfunding efforts where I will be building followers and fans for my music so that I can record, so that I can pay musicians, so that I can tour and perform. And I'm just so, so grateful and so thrilled to be where I am right now. So, continuing to do my neural retraining every day. I definitely want to do more. It's unsure of how much more, what type of cranial nerve therapy I still need because the central sensitivity in limbic brain, which is in the center of the brain, improving is also directly helping the cranial nerves. So I'm working at the cranial nerves, which is the brain stem, from two different angles, both from exercises for cranial nerves itself, as well as limbic brain retraining. And I'm not really sure all of what's doing what, but I'm just going to keep on walking this path. Thank you so much with so much love. Don't be a stranger. You can follow me. You can join my email list on my website, zoehanawren.com, ZoeyHanawren.com. All right. Love, 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 love you.